What happened to Stephon Marbury, the powerful guard once hailed as the future of the NBA? His rise was fast, his game flashy, and his name, Starbury, became a movement, even launching a sneaker line for just $15 to help kids. But by 2007, it all began to fall apart. He lost his father during a Knicks game, battled suicidal thoughts, and felt completely abandoned by the league he once lived for. How does a star fall so far, so fast? Was it mental health, pride, or a league unready to support its own? We're diving deep into the unraveling of a basketball prodigy. Hit that subscribe button if you love honest human stories behind the headlines. So, was Marbury misunderstood or simply uncoachable? Have you ever wondered what happened to Stephon Marbury, once seen as the next big thing in the NBA? Back in 1996, Marbury was selected 4th overall in the NBA draft by the Milwaukee Bucks, then immediately traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. From day one, his talent was undeniable. He averaged 15.8 points and 7.8 assists in his rookie season. Impressive, right? He quickly formed a deadly duo with Kevin Garnett, and fans thought the Timberwolves had their future locked in. But by 1999, things took a turn. Marbury wanted a bigger role and more money, leading to a trade to the New Jersey Nets. It makes you wonder, was it ambition or impatience? He did put up big numbers in New Jersey and later in Phoenix. Was he more concerned with stats than wins? Do you think leaving Minnesota was a smart move, or was it just the beginning of a rough journey? Because looking back, that one decision changed everything. So, what happens when you give a hometown star the keys to the kingdom? In 2004, Marbury joined the New York Knicks, and expectations were sky high. But from the start, things just didn't click. He clashed with head coach Larry Brown during the 2005-06 season, and their feud became public, toxic, and constant. The Knicks were losing, fans were booing, and reporters called Marbury the most reviled athlete in New York. Ouch. After Brown was fired, Isaiah Thomas took over, but instead of bringing peace, it brought more conflict. In 2007, after learning he'd be benched, Marbury left the team and allegedly threatened to blackmail Thomas. Can you believe that? Things got so messy that Knicks fans began chanting "Fire Isaiah" at games. Do you think Marbury's reactions were justified, or was he letting ego get the best of him? It's tough to say, but clearly, New York wasn't working out. What could have been a fairy tale return home quickly became a headline-heavy disaster. By 2007, things were unraveling both on and off the court. Marbury's once promising sneaker line, Starbury, designed to make shoes affordable for kids, was falling apart. He watched helplessly as the company began to fail. And then, tragedy struck. His father passed away during a Knicks game that November. Can you imagine the emotional toll? In a 2015 interview with HBO, Marbury admitted, "I wanted to die. I wanted to kill myself some days." That's heavy. He wasn't just losing games, he was losing purpose. He said, "It wasn't about basketball. It started to become about me. Trapped in depression, burdened by failure, and feeling betrayed by the league and himself." Have you ever seen a public figure break so openly? How do we handle fame when it turns into pressure? Marbury's story reminds us that athletes aren't just entertainers, they're human beings. His vulnerability was raw, but it was real. Do you think the league did enough to support him during this time? Or did everyone just move on while he was still drowning? Don't just watch, be part of it. Like, comment something cool, and subscribe for more magic. In 2009, Marbury joined the Boston Celtics, hoping to revive his career. He played 13 minutes in his debut, scoring 8 points, but the spark just wasn't there anymore. After the season, Boston offered him a veteran minimum deal, but he turned it down. He chose to step away from the NBA entirely. What does it say when someone walks away from millions? Marbury later confessed that the mental health spiral he experienced after losing his father and failing in New York had already taken root. "I was trapped in my thoughts," he said. He didn't trust the league. He didn't trust himself. And even when coach Mike D'Antoni offered him 35 minutes of playing time back in New York, Marbury allegedly refused, though he later said he was ready. Miscommunication or pride? Why do you think he declined that offer? Was it really about basketball or something deeper? Could a clearer moment of understanding have changed his future? By the time he left the NBA in 2009, Marbury was just 32 years old. That's young, and yet emotionally, he felt finished. As the game evolved, it started leaving Marbury behind. The NBA was becoming faster, more team-oriented, and heavily reliant on three-point shooting and floor spacing. But Marbury's style, it was built on isolation plays and ball dominance. That made him less effective in a league that now prized passing, efficiency, and unselfish play. Even worse, his injuries were catching up to him. He wasn't the explosive athlete he once was, and without a shift in playing style, his impact started fading. Teams didn't want to build around him anymore. And with a growing reputation for being selfish, including a book written by his cousin highlighting his flaws, it was getting harder to find a place. So, do you think he could have adapted like other stars did? Why didn't he evolve with the game? By 2009, Marbury was no longer a good fit for a modern NBA roster. His refusal to adjust, combined with a bruised image, made him almost uncoachable. He wasn't lacking talent, he was lacking fit. Now let's talk about what made Marbury's situation even worse: off-court controversies. That wasn't the only scandal. Marbury was also vocal about other players, saying LeBron James didn't deserve MVPs and that Kobe Bryant was better than LeBron. He even claimed LeBron would never surpass Michael Jordan. Whether you agree or not, it came off as bitter rather than insightful. Public perception began to shift. Instead of being remembered as a two-time All-Star, he became known for drama. Why do some players thrive under pressure, while others seem to implode? Was it the media painting him unfairly, or was he giving them material? How do you think these controversies impacted his legacy? Could he have just stayed quiet and let his game do the talking? Whatever the case, the noise off the court grew louder than his game on it. Looking back, it's clear Marbury's NBA career didn't go as planned. He played for 5 different teams, clashed with multiple head coaches, and left the league under a cloud of regret and confusion. But here's the twist: his story didn't end there. He moved to China, reinvented himself, and became a basketball icon in the Chinese Basketball Association. He won 3 championships, earned a statue, and was even granted permanent residency. That's some turnaround, right? But we're left wondering, what if things had gone differently in New York? What if he and Larry Brown found common ground? What if he played that night for D'Antoni? Talent was never the issue. The real question is, did he ever feel truly supported? What do you think? Was Stephon Marbury misunderstood, or was he his own worst enemy? Stephon Marbury's journey is a complex, raw reminder that greatness isn't just about skill. It's about timing, support, and mental strength. From phenom to pariah to hero overseas, his story forces us to rethink how we judge athletes. Was he a genius lost to pain, or just broken by pride? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into untold sports stories.